I've seen the maturation. My question, if I'm Dak Prescott, I'm having me a press conference. You ain't say that last year. When Romo was around, you ain't say nothing like that. You ain't even give me a vote of confidence. Had old Romo lurking around in the background in the hallway looking at me side-eye, trying to Tanya Harding me. But you ain't say that last year. But now all of a sudden, you ain't got nobody but me. Oh, he studied hard. He was studying harder than old Peyton Manning. You criticized old Doug Peterson when he said that about walking
so
through
did you.
I did, and I got a problem with this because you gonna talk about somebody that got Peyton Manning.
Yeah, but he didn't just say Peyton's work ethic, Doug Peterson. He said he sees traits like talent traits.
I see it too.
Peyton and Brett Favre in walk it to him win.
I saw it. I saw it on display Sunday, Joy.
Yeah, you did.
This is what I know. Yeah. Your guy without Zeke went 3 games without throwing a touchdown. My guy on a torn ACL on 1 play throw a touchdown. That's all I saw. You saw that too, Rob?
I mean, he was actually throwing to another receiver, but that's okay.
On a torn ACL.
It's okay.
My guy got a torn ACL, throws a touchdown. Your guy without Zeke, healthy, 5 picks, 0 tubs in 3 games. Take it away, Rob. I know you upset too.
I tell you what.
And then he got a star on his elbow.
Hey, he does.
Skip, did you notice that?
Look at that.
He got a Cowboy star. I'm done. I'm out. I'm done. I'm done with you. I'm done.
He's the face of the franchise.
I'll get my stuff. I can't. Joe, I can't.
Here's the thing. Of all people, you know people that, are emotionally invested and are passionate.
Absolutely.
Okay? Well, that's Jerry Jones. How many owners are out there like him? Not many. I get it. Well, should they not say anything? Look, he's passionate about his football team. Simple fact is, no one looked worse for 3 weeks in a row than the Cowboys. All right? They come back after that Thanksgiving debacle. That was the worst.
It was the worst.
Jerry goes in the locker room and picks that team up by giving them words of encouragement and things like that, and it worked. Look, they came back with Sean Lee. They've won 2 games in a row. And this is a huge game, obviously, because they can get Elliott back. He's trying to give confidence to somebody. He believes it. He's that encouraged and that passionate about something because he feels, man, this kid prepares, he does all these things, and he actually does. He's a young man that works hard like a veteran. So he's encouraged. Today's athletes, they're not as invested as when you guys used to play all the time, when the whole team, they all had to be together and they all had to watch film together on their own. Like, it was crazy. You don't see that very often anymore. And I think he's so encouraged by this guy's work ethic, by the way he does go about himself, that, okay, could he have been a little carried away? Yeah, but that's Jerry, and I think that's what makes him such a great owner.
I didn't see Peyton Manning in the commercials in his second year. Did you see that, Joey? I know you were small.
Different time.
Exactly. So don't say that then. So what was he supposed to say? I wanted him to say, well, he got study habits like Jamarcus Russell. Oh, okay.
I was there and saw those.
Yeah. I ain't gonna go. There's a lot of.
You saw those.
I did. We won 2 games, and we had number 3 defense in football.
So, Coach,
when you
coached the Dallas Cowboys defense, how intrusive did you find Jerry Jones in what you were doing with your unit? Did he?
No.
Was he involved?
There. No, he would be there to encourage players and things like that. Did he have a couple run-ins every once in a while? But look, he's the owner of the team, and he is passionate about it. So Steven's there, they're working kind of as a general manager, but no one's more invested in their team than the Jones family.
So you were okay
I was
with it.
encouraged by it. Remember, I had worked for Al Davis for 5 years. I loved Al Davis, and I know, hey, believe me, he was involved. He was involved in my job and everybody's job. What the Jones family wants is the best for their team, and it's the best as they see it. And I enjoyed it. It's a breath of fresh air when you have people like that all pulling in the same direction.
So when I first read the headline on this story, I eventually found it shockingly misleading because the headline said, Jerry compares Dak to Peyton Manning, and he says Dak has been better without Zeke. What? So as I read, I say, no. He just compared Dak's work ethic to Peyton's. How would Jerry know? Because some coach or GM told him that Dak works as hard as Peyton. Somebody who's been around Peyton said that to Jerry. Trust me on that, because Jerry absorbs everything he hears at an owner's meeting or some coach told him that. But the point is, I agree with you. I cringed because I covered Troy Aikman, and you want to talk about committed? You want to talk about nose to the grindstone? You want to talk about taking it almost too seriously? Practice?
Yeah.
Nobody screwed up in practice, or they heard about it from Troy.
Yeah.
So is Dak better than Troy in work yet? No, he's just not. Tony Romo, I get that.
Yeah, absolutely.
So, because Tony, he likes to play his golf, and he likes to. I'm not sure Tony was ever as committed, and you were around Tony.
Tony prepared hard. Like he was in
did.
there
Cooking
all
out.
the time, and
Beer.
but
You see his belly?
he prepared. Well, maybe he is now, but I know when he was playing quarterback, he was in that office all the time,
Okay.
working by himself, and I'd see him in there all the time.
Okay, so this is Jerry's new toy. It's Dak, and he's getting enthusiastic again because they've started to turn it around. And his point about he's been better without Zeke because he had to grow up without Zeke. That's what it sped up his maturity
I believe he
process.
will be better because of it.
Yes, it forced him to go through 3 of the worst games I have ever suffered through in my Cowboy fandom life because those were debacles, all 3.
And he had to go 3 games. So imagine what Walker to him had to do all of last year when he didn't have no running game. It forced him to grow
He
up.
had to go through a whole year of it.
That's what
it
I'm
was terrible.
scared.
It was terrible. They had to rebuild his delivery.
They rebuilt them. What about them 33 tubs?
This year.
Yeah.
But I'm saying it took a
33
whole
and 7.
offseason.
And he going to finish in the number 2 in QBR.
So, as our coach here has just pointed out, the Dallas Cowboys have turned it around, and I'm intrigued by what you're seeing on the defensive side in the last 2 games. Now, Sean Lee came back.
Oh, but stop it.
No, I want to hear.
The crazy
This guy
thing
knows.
is this. Here's the thing. It's obvious now. Look, Sean makes a huge difference for that team on defense.
Yeah.
He really does. And they play good defense when he's there. When he's not there, they're the worst defense in football.
They
I mean,
are.
that's just – I mean, I've never
Shannon,
seen a
you
game like the
understand that?
Thanksgiving game where the
Simple.
Chargers absolutely abused them. That was the worst I've seen a defense play.
What about that pick 6 that Dak threw? That was Sean Lee's fault?
No, but
What about that roll when he threw that?
was he not trying to get the team back in the
Shannon,
game? I mean,
it's desperation.
at that point,
You've
he was
fallen
just trying
apart.
to make a play. But look, that's not him. To me, Dak he's going to see the open receiver and get the ball to the open receiver. It's what he does best, and he protects the football. When you get in an end of game situation and you're getting blown out by 40 points and you can't stop anybody, now he's trying to do too much.
Which is what happened at Denver.
And last year, when they ran the ball, they had the league's leading rusher, and they didn't.
And that makes a huge difference,
huge-
especially with a quarterback that's built the way Dak is, who's going to protect the team.
What happened to Tom Brady on Monday night? They had 25 yards rushing, and he threw 2 interceptions.
Yeah. 43 attempts.
It happened to the greatest quarterback ever.
No,
Every
Montana.
quarterback needs a little. Are you back on? Oh, now you've switched. You jumped back on the Montana bandwagon.
I like Brady. I won 2 Super Bowls with Brady. I'll stick with Brady.
I'm out on that. Man, he getting tattoos. He getting tattoos. So what happens when he get traded or he get released from the Cowboys? What are you going to do with that?
I will agree with one point you made. I'm starting to get a little nervous because every other commercial now features Dak Prescott. And it took a little time to make all those commercials because you know how long it takes to make a commercial.
Can we do that again? That was great. But can we do it one more time?
How about take 60?
Yeah.
You know, right?
Well, if you're good, you don't have to do that many takes.
No, they make it. Skip, where did our commercial go air? Did they?
I don't know.
We did a cowboy commercial. I think that thing got carried real early. He got a tattoo. Joey. He got a cowboy tattoo.
He's the face of the franchise.
Maybe he just likes the design. Lots of people have that tattoo. People get Star Trek.
No, they don't. No. They don't play for the Cowboys.
No.
So what happens if he plays for another team? What are you gonna do? He gonna get another?
I was going to say, I hope he doesn't get traded.
I mean,
Or they just change the color.
What are you gonna get? What are you gonna get? A giant tattoo?
Yeah.
I mean, what's
What
going
are
on?
you getting a tattoo?
Oh no.
No?
You can't see it if I did get it, so I'd be wasting my money. Skip. Why Jerry didn't say Tony Romo? Cause you saw how he come after training. He had all off season, and then he come in overweight. How you do that?
Well, Rob said he's committed during the season.
He is. You cook out.
Tony Romo is. Oh my goodness.
Rob, you saw that picture. You saw that picture with that jersey.
I actually didn't see it, but you
heard about it.
Hey, I don't know what it is. I know he's committed.
Rob, thanks for joining us.
All
Well,
right.
LeVar Ball really toned down his antics. We'll discuss that with Chris Broussard next.